Okay, so in order to better understand what a switch statement is, we first need to make a if statement that would help. So let's make our first if statement, if, and then we have a blank if statement. But what I want to do is I want to ask the user what game they want to play and then output something, okay? And how I'm going to get the user's input is I'm going to say, do you want to play game 1, 2, or 3? And then, depending on the condition, I start, or for our situation, we're just going to say starting that game's name. So if I'm getting user input, what do I need? Scanner. I'm trying to make every single program I write use scanner so that you guys get used to it. And technically that this is fine, but what are you doing? I hate Replit, guys. Thank you. Okay, so I have my scanner, and then after I imported the instructions for the scanner, what do I need to do? Create the actual scanner. So we say scanner dot. Nope, we don't do a dot. Scanner. Let's call this one the year 2020 sucks. Okay. That's our variable name for our scanner, and then this is equal to a new scanner. And for scanners, we do a system.in right here. Okay. Add our semicolon, and we have a way to get input now, right? Okay, so like I said, we want to create a interface between I played the new Super Mario 3D All Stars collection. You get to choose between 3 games. You can either play Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, or Super Mario Galaxy, right? So when you first start up that game, it gives you the option to play either one, and then the user selects the option they want to play. So let's create that here. So let's print out something. So let's just do a standard print or system.out. Out.println. Okay, and what I want to say is, what Mario game do you want to play? Okay, and then all right, and then let's do another. I'm going to need 3 more of these. Okay, I know this seems scary. I'm going to just make my screen bigger and get that to go away. Let's get this to go away. Okay. I want to tab. I'm going to put mine on all right one after another, even though it looks kind of bad. But so let's say enter a 1. So we're going to right here say enter a 1 for Mario. Is it Super Mario 64 or Super Mario 64? Okay. And then on the second line, I'm going to say enter a 2 for Super Mario Sunshine. And then the last one, enter a 3, 4 Super Mario Galaxy. Okay, so we have our different things, and then we're going to say, actually, let's not do anything. Okay. All right, so we ask the user to enter a 1, 2, or 3, and the next thing we do is we use a scanner and input an integer. So I need to create my integer up here, int user input, and then I'm not even going to set it to a value. Doesn't need to. So int user input here is there. Now let's take a look at actually giving it a value. So let's go right here and say user input is equal to, or the year, or scanner, the year 2020 sucks, dot, next int. You guys can call your scanner scan or whatever you feel is necessary.
That's just Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah. Okay. So I input I get the user's integer, right? Well, what I want to do is I want to say if user input equals 1, I want to do something, okay? And then what do I want to do? I want to print out starting Super Mario 64. So let's print out starting Mario 64. Super Mario. Starting Super Mario 64, exclamation point. Okay. All right, so this does our first condition. Okay. Well, I want it to go through everything. So what is the next thing that I should do? Should I do an else if or an if? An else if, because they're all tied together. So I do an else if, and then I say user input equals 2, do some crap, and then I do another else if, and then user input equals 3, and then let's do a checking condition. We'll just say else, and let's say for our else condition, I want to do some crap as well. So let's copy this, and all right, and then I want it to say starting Super Mario Sunshine and starting Galaxy for the third one. Okay, but this one, if it didn't meet conditions 1, 2, or 3, that's not a game we have. So let's say error on user input. Okay? All right, so let's say we have this condition right here. And I want it to run. Do you guys need me to give you some time to catch up? Okay. So if you are online, go ahead and pause here and catch up. All right, so now that we've seen that this can be done with an if-else statement and it's working, we can accomplish this entire thing with a whole lot less code and it be a whole lot less confusing. So how we're going to do that is we are going to use a switch statement. And so up here, we are going to change the first thing here to say switch. Or actually, we're not changing anything. We're just going to type in switch. And then in parentheses, I want to write the variable that I want to switch on. Well, the variable I'm switching on is user input. I'm switching upon the user's input. That is the thing that differentiates. So right here, I put user input. Okay? And then I need one big statement. So I do an opening curly brace. Let's go to the end of my if then else statement, and let's do a closing curly brace. Okay? My switch statement has one big thing here. Okay? Well, let's kind of ignore this for now. How we write a case in switch statements is we do it like this. We say case, and then I want case 1, and then I do a colon, and then I say, and then I want to just say print out this statement here. So let's get a Command X, do that there. Okay, and then how I end this case is I say break with a semicolon. Okay, and I need to do this for all of my current if then else statements. So I had case 1 done. I'm super lazy. Control C. Control, and in our last case, we have this else statement. And this else kind of functions as a default, right? So this else is at the very end, and everything that the up front didn't catch goes into this else. Well, we need to recreate that in our switch statement, so we just say default. And then I want to now have it print out error on user input. Okay. And then now that should cover all my bases. So instead of saying case 1, 1, 1, we'll say case 1, case 2, and case 3. And then I want this one to say galaxy. And then I want this right here to say sunshine. Let's make this a little bit bigger. And then now I have no need for this. Oh, and no need for that. All right, so I took that giant bit of if then else statements with a whole bunch of confusing curly braces, only have a total of 2, and let's see if this works the exact same way. So we have case 1, case 2, case 3, and if I run it, if I enter in a 3 here, I say starting Super Mario Galaxy. So the only thing with this one versus the other one is if I go right here and I delete the break statement, okay, what's going to happen is when I select case 1, well, there's no break statement. So it's actually going to run case 1 and case 2 until it finds the next break statement. So if I just said 1, starting Super Mario 64, starting Super Mario Sunshine. So that's why we add these break statements so that it breaks our switch statement up. So that is a basic switch statement, replaces the need for a whole bunch of if then else statements. All right. Let me know if you guys have any questions.